No! Who could do it? Wait. Wait. I was there. I was there. Who took a photo of that and framed it, and while just continuing to not help him? It's just not nice.
You're just as annoying as Kale's been saying.
Shut it!
Never.
Nope. Do my due diligence. Oh, it's actually the way forward. This is not optional pickups.
Don't worry, Chai. Mimosa's just throwing whatever she has at you.
Well, I'm sure it's exciting to watch.
Indeed it is. Three, two, one, go.
Nope. Well, I would like this. I feel like I'm just so trained to be like, okay, here's the part where you sit back and watch the animation play because you finished the QTE. So the pause followed by another thing. There's a funny element of how this game kind of keeps revealing my weird little habits as far as like my internal sense of how like timing and interactions are going to work. The number of time I miss the follow-up circle moment because I think it's just not going to work that way. Even though I know, but I don't know. It doesn't happen.
Leave it to me.
Three, two, one, go.
Ah, okay.
Don't worry about me. Let me have a go.
Three, two, one, go.
There we go. Those are hard to react to because they don't show. Oh god, I forgot that I have to keep moving. Okay. No, did I make it, or am I gonna fall to my doom? I made it, okay. I guess I'll take it. That's another one of those things I was just talking about, where like, mentally I'm like, okay, I just did I did the little event thing, oh! Now I can hang out and go do the thing for a bit, it's fine. And I can proceed at my own pace, but suddenly that's like, go, 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 go! Wait, I think this is mandatory. Nope, that's a secret thingy. Door musings from Scrub. I see this strange door. I question the purpose. But what is the purpose of anything in this world? The longer I stare at the door, it stares back at me.
All right, Corsica, you out of all of us must know what these doors are.
Sorry, Chai. No idea. I remember asking Kale about those when I joined the company. Never got a straight answer, though. But we should focus on the mission. Never mind those for now.
I feel like the platforming would kill it for me a bit. Like I was thinking about just now about how this game is so confidently built around replay value that it's advertising the idea of playing it again while you're playing it the first time. Both because the levels are full of those things that you can only do with certain powers.
Some pests just don't want to go away.
Show's over, Mimosa.
Oh, I doubt that. I haven't even hit the stage. Too bad you won't be able to catch the performance of a lifetime. But at least you'll get a light show.
There's both the fact that there's a bunch of things you can only open with powers that you don't have at the beginning, and the fact that there's just doors that just straight up just skip that entire idea and just straight up only open in New Game Plus, apparently. Which feels like a weird choice because of the fact that the game already has power doors that you need specific powers for, incentivizing you to replay the levels later, if not necessarily after you've beaten the entire game, perhaps. And isn't that replay enough? It's like, you already had those in every single level, so you already have to replay the entire game's levels at least one more time. for those. So then adding, oop, they were both Sparky. So then adding a separate thing that also says that you have to play them all in New Game Plus specifically, regardless of whether or not you replayed them for the door powers before. I don't know. Oh god. Just seems like a bit much overall. Got him. I can definitely see, like, there being people who vibe with the combat. But I don't know if the same people who vibe with the combat would also vibe with the idea of needing to replay the extended platforming heavy level that probably doesn't change mechanically from playthrough to playthrough in order to do those fights. That seems like a miscalculation how much that stuff shows up by comparison. Okay, I'm good. I pressed B on accident, but it accepted that too. I guess let me know if Bayonetta and Devil May Cry are like your favorite games, how you feel about Hi-Fi Rush. Because I am fully aware, even though I'm never the person who would do it, I'm fully aware that Devil May Cry and whatnot is built around the idea of playing each game like 6 times on increasingly insane difficulties. Floor is so dangerous. It's slowly becoming more and more of a problem for me. Oh, shit. As I say that. Oh, I really needed to do that. Oh! Okay, I still got it. It's fine. Oh, bad floor. Wow, I was down to the last bit. Okay. I really blew it there at the end. I was kind of fading in and out of being properly, I know podcasting a bit isn't helpful, but I was kind of fading in and out along the way of being fully conscious of the floor problem. You can see the chunks where I was like really focused on it and the chunks where I was kind of letting it slide and then getting a lot of trouble for that. Because the door was like a continuous like damage tax over the course of the fight. I'm doing just fine at the style bonus of this game, but I'm doing it without learning the combos, to be honest. I still am pretty much just pressing light attack and heavy attack in random combinations, just to like trigger different combos instead of the same one over and over again. Which I guess is kind of like how I would, when I wasn't in my peak of practice, would get high scores in Tony Hawk. It's just pressing random combinations of joystick inputs before my square to do different kick flips and whatnot.
Okay, I think the place is clear.
Kale took Vandalay Technologies into the next era with his vision for the future. Project Armstrong. He single-handedly developed the robotic limb system, taking the world's biggest technological empire directly into our hearts and minds.
You liar. That's not what happened.
Peppermint, take it easy.
I feel your pain. The exhibition was not all I hoped for either.
She did all the hard work. You stole it.
why do I feel more out of the loop than usual?
I wanted to be my own person. I ran away from my family when I shouldn't have. I didn't know it would lead to this.
Peppermint, what's wrong?
Kale didn't develop all that technology. I know this because this leg, my mom made it for me.
Your mom has a competing robotic limb company.
No, Chai. My mom is Roxanne Vandelay.
What?
Which makes Kale
My brother.
Now this makes a lot more sense.
He's always taken advantage of people, but I didn't think he'd take things this far. I know what you probably think. You think...
Who cares? Did you think we wouldn't talk to you anymore? We got this far because of you. We're all here because of you.
Yeah, but...
And I'm here fighting because of what you found and what you're trying to stop.
Not to mention, Mr. Chai is the one in the most danger.
Well, yeah, there's that, but that's like secondary or something.
Your brother doesn't define who you are.
and this doesn't change anything.
Really?
It only gives us a stronger reason to fight. As friends.
Chai, that was beautiful, mate.
So, you wanna go crash a party?
I'd like that. You know, I really wanted to say that crashing the party line since we got here. But it's okay. You can have it.
All right.
Oh. The level's over. Without beating the boss. That's surprising. I gotta say, like, I have mixed feelings on that last scene, because, how do I put this? I enjoy the character dynamic and want to be emotionally connected to that scene where you have like this, you have like a heartfelt reveal and then everybody like supporting them and so on, and like that being like this nice dynamic between these characters, right? Like I want to like I it's not that hard to make me like these characters, except for maybe Chai. And so that scene should be good, but it's really hard to justify why we were supposed to care, or why, or specifically why they were gonna care. Like Chai on some level could probably have the most motivation to be bothered, I suppose, but he's not bothered by anything ever. Like, he's incapable of being bothered by anything, seemingly. Like, like being put in and then kicked out of a system that replaced his limb and then marked him for death has barely fazed him. So this wasn't going to be his freak out moment for forced drama. And the other people in the squad all worked for this company. Like, including one of them having worked at this company until like a couple hours ago. So it's not like they're like this isn't like a ragtag group of freedom fighters that have all been like, they were all victims of the Vandelay massacre and it killed their parents and they've been living in squalor ever since. Like, we picked up our party members in the building while we were rebelling against this guy and trying to take him down. And there were people who literally worked for him but felt wronged in various ways and are looking to put a stop to this. So they're exactly as culpable and connected as somebody who was born into the family but ran away. In fact, they're more so, because they actually worked for the company continually while she didn't. It's like the idea that she's related and then they would all be disgusted in her is, it doesn't even really make sense in character or in universe if you try to like, be like, oh yeah, it's, you know, characters aren't always reasonable and they just make emotional reactions. So I don't know if I can... like, even when I'm talking about flawed characters making misjudgments and so on, I struggle to justify why she was crying and thought that this was going to be this big reveal that people would potentially turn on her for. I get why she's emotionally connected to the history of this place and what happened with their mother and her brother and so on. Like, that part I'm not taking issue with, but the idea that she thought this was going to be like everyone's going to see her so differently and potentially turn on her is just, it's just not that doesn't work. That doesn't work as a dramatic beat.
Right here.
Okay. What am I supposed to do?
Chai, do your thing and get up to the backstage area.
Her performance time is moments away.
You're gonna have to hustle.
That path should lead you right to Mimosa's dressing room.
Good old Chai sneak attack.
I hope it actually works this time.
Hey, give it another chance.
Surprise her, and you'll get the upper hand.
But you've got to move.
I'll see you at the show. We'll take her down. Together.
So this is a bit of a surprise. We're in level 8 out of 9 and we still have 3 of the people left.
Chai,
Oh.
just follow that hallway and you'll be at her dressing room.
Okay. Suspicious. I noticed that there was one collectible in this level, and it's at the beginning, right behind you. I think this level might just be a boss fight.
We weren't able to stop the intruders in the museum.
I am not putting my performance at risk. I am going on now.
This, the children's choir.
Put them in the theater. I don't care.
There goes our ambush plan.
I'll just have to do what I always do. Improvise.
Kind of trying to keep up with the rhythm of this thing. It's going pretty fast this time, isn't it? I think we're going faster than normal. I was trying to think about like how that dramatic beat could even work differently. And yeah, like it's a struggle. These it's hard to imagine our party of plucky, positive people. It's hard to imagine any of the 4 of them being the type that would ever really be mad at someone unless they did something just evil, basically. Armstrong Festival briefing notes. Cut the second paragraph. No negativity at all. Feels like an apology. Makes us look weak. Mimosa. Pre-release confirmation on post-Project Armstrong Festival announcement. Vandelay Technologies is proud to announce that the Project Armstrong Festival occurred with astounding success on the Vandelay campus with special critical acclaim to the headlining performance for Mimosa. The only possible negative comments were by some who were unable to get tickets to the performance due to astronomical demand. Mimosa has been quoted leaving the stage after the show as saying, "Never have I seen anything as glorifying to myself as this festival. I think we found our new annual tradition." Says no negativity at all, so don't acknowledge that there was anybody who couldn't get in. That's interesting. It's interesting that she thinks that being sold out is a negative because people couldn't get in. And that's a thing, that's a form of negativity that needs to be protected for her image. But the idea that she's so full of herself that she sees this entirely just as a thing to aggrandize her, and that's its primary perk, and she's admitting that out loud, is a thing that they should leave in. She doesn't take issue with the part that characterizes her as being awful, which means she probably doesn't register it to begin with. These are all so expensive. I'm pretty much done buying new things for the most part. Let's see. Guitar ride. This feels like it's potentially maybe even inspired by... I think you could skate on your own arms, your rocket arms in Devil May Cry 5, which Nero in general, Nero is my favorite character in Devil May Cry 4 to play, but in Devil May Cry 5, I don't think I ever quite got a grasp of the level of insane nonsense you could do with those rocket arms. Him having having ammo for arms is quite a design choice. That's a heal, which just feels like admitting defeat. Mid-range stun, damage. Reverb gauge 1, close range lift attack. Launch people up. You have to chase them. Not chase, but you'd have to follow up. It's a combo attack that you can do really frequently. Air guitar kind of seems neat. Ooh, double riff. That was my bit. Yeah, that's the one I was using for a while because it's this big ranged attack, which was appealing, but some of it have struggles that you had to aim it, and it was based on your character's position instead of your camera position, if I remember correctly, and it wouldn't auto lock onto an enemy at all. So it was very easy to fire it at nothing compared to these. The ones that are more melee-y seem to genuinely attack people directly, which is nice. Twin assault. That's kind of fun, except for the part where I have to mash X. I do like her, so it'd be fun to have her in an attack. Why not? I think the last level might be the bald dude and the final boss, assuming they have a final boss. Was it a left shark costume? Is that the joke?
All right, backup plan. Where are you?
On in 30 seconds. I think is it ready? All the dancers on stage. Everyone in costume. Where's left shark? I can't find left shark.
Yep, that's a left shark joke. Am I gonna be left shark? Do people remember left shark?
There he is. Get him on stage now. It's a long way to the stage. You better run, shark. Miss your cue, and you are dead.
Dude, left shark is so famous he's in a video game.
I'm on my way to the stage, dressed as a shark. Ask me anything.
Please hurry. Mimosa's on stage now.
There's no time to be subtle about it, Chai. Just go at her.
With this costume, I don't think subtle is an option. Just think of an exit plan.
Leave it to us.
Did they pay the real person for his likeness? As left shark? This is a real person that they're joking about here. Like, I know he was an internet meme for a while, but
what a delicious evening. As the face of Vandalay Technologies, I just want to thank you for being a part of Project Armstrong. Everyone, put your hands in the air! Thank you so much. This is so on brand, it's amazing. You're gonna be great out there.
right, she's not done with her press release yet. Or she's not done with her performance yet, so that press release was a pre-written thing about the performance that hasn't even happened yet.
You gotta get up to the stage.
Almost there.
No. Ah. Dang it. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there. I don't think there's like ways to gain height. I misread which way was the potentially the optional path. I missed those batteries. They're not that big of a deal. It's just a bit of pre-charge.
Let's do this.
You're mine, Mimosa.
Wait for your cue, shark.
Give us your Spectra password.
You ruined... Actually, you're all in store for a very special engagement. One of my good friends is here. I am the Queen of Spin, and this is my show. Assistants! And you out there, get ready for a show. Now hit it!
I'm on the left now. Oh. Be gone, fursuit. Okay. Then I'll press all the buttons. There, she's stunned. Ah, really? How did I miss that? I guess the new timing's throwing me off.
Oh, this is entertaining. Let's raise the stakes and turn down the lights.
Okay, here we go. Where is she? That one's down. What's happening? Is this lightning bolts? What is this? Which thing's happening? Hi? Guess I'll just beat them up. Oh! I see. Oh, no, they're gone, so there wasn't much reason to fight them all. Just get out of their way. Okay. I guess she's supposed to be untouchable, but she's honestly pretty touchable. Like, is she half dead already?
All eyes on me, Mimosa.
This crowd's in the palm of my hand, and they want to see a real performance. Let's see who they're here for.
Oh, okay, what's that? Okay. Oh, well, that's hard to read. Left and right bumpers, okay. Ah, fuck. The icons look blurry on my screen, like they're in between frames. You're not gonna beat me at rhythm games?
No one takes my limelight and lives to tell about it.
I'm not very good at rhythm-based action games, but by making it just a normal rhythm game, you really brought it into my court. Which one's this now? Okay, what's happening? Okay, ah, shit. Okay, okay. Oh right, it's not. I have to play the mini game. Oh, I just hit them now, don't I? Okay. Ah, it missed. No! What? I swear I'm hitting it. I don't understand how that's messing up, honestly. Are those gonna come at me? They're really far away. Oh, I died. Funny. Okay. I was gonna mention that this was just like a weird, mindless fight. I'm like, this is... It was strange, like... I was gonna say it's kind of like underwhelming. Like, the first two phases were so low effort that I was just blowing through it without doing anything, really. But phase 3 was fucking baffling. There was so much stuff that I just was not getting a read on.
No one takes my limelight and lives to tell about it.
Phase 3 just obliterated me suddenly. I tried to parse what was happening. Equalizer wave. Wait, are we doing this now? Okay. Oh. Did you not do it? There we go.
This dress is a part of me. You'll never.
Okay, so what was hitting me before?
You picked the wrong fight. Take this, Mimosa.
Okay, we're doing fine. Wait, I thought she was vulnerable. Guess I missed my chance. Oh, what's happening? Did the words attack me?
This dress is a part of me. You'll never.
Oop, I guess she didn't. I don't think she got hit by that. Oop. Ah! What? Ah! I'm like pinned against the wall. Rude. What are we doing? What? Oh, it's parry only, right. Whoops. That's my bad. Ah, I missed one. There we go. I don't know why I started hitting X earlier. Deleted.
We never lose.
Some things you just can't spin.
Right, they explode like in Scott Pilgrim.
I could get used to this.
You did good, Chai.
Think it might be time to get out of here.
Everything ready?
Electricity is rerouted.
Turn on the lights. Find them. Shut the campus down. Which section, sir? All of them!
I think he's unhappy. I think he's
I
displeased.
don't believe this. Now Corsica's with them. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Well, technically, it's just you and me now.
Shut it, Roquefort.
Kale, I prioritize shielding the tower, reallocated the budget so not a bug will get in.
What do you know about security? You're just a number cruncher.
You don't want to upset me, Kale.
Why not? I want to see just how angry you can get if those punks make it in here.
If it comes to that, I'll take care of it. Now, might I suggest pushing plans forward?
After I get a coffee.
We shut down the cafe.
When I said close the campus down, I didn't mean the cafe!
You said close down everything.
But not coffee, Roquefort, not coffee. You always need coffee for things like this. Open the cafe.
And Spectra?
We're going to have to accelerate the plans. Settle this like family.
He has a real particular voice, and I cannot quite figure out what it is. I was trying to identify the accent.
Okay, gang, we're still missing 2 passwords. Kale's and finance guy. What's his name?
Roquefort?
Roquefort.
They're both in Vandalay Tower, and almost all security robots on the island have formed a ring around the building.
How do you know that?
I got an email. Apparently no one's removed me from the management mailing list yet.
And even an
Or
ego
it's a
as
trap.
big as yours can't overpower that kind of security, Mr. Chai.
If Chai can't take them, we don't have artillery heavy enough to breach a ring like that. Oh no.
Heavy artillery.
Why are you suspiciously repeating those words?
I think I may have a plan.
I'm not totally sure why they're all named after, like, drinks exactly. So I was just thinking about how, like, if they were, or desserts, I guess, or something. What if they were all music themed? Like, because it is a music-based game, you're like getting the band together, you know. So I was just thinking about how cool it might be if each of them was actually themed around a particular instrument, and then at the beginning of the game, maybe you only have electric guitar because you just have Chai, and then you get drums added in as you get your first bonus character. And then, like, as you get each additional character in, you would essentially amass like more and more elements of the band until you have like a full, like the instrumentation would build over the course of the playthrough. Like, that'd be cool. That's a fun idea that I just had. Because there's an element of, like, each of them specifically joins your party to help with combos. And a lot of your attacks are music themed. Like, they even have like guitar strumming and whatnot when you do certain, like, ultimate attacks and so on. But, like, what if the actual characters were adding to the instrumentation of the match, and each of them had, like, a particular impact on the audio when you use their partner abilities to the rhythm, but also, like, each of them actually affected the background audio by adding new instruments in and so on.
Good to see you again, Mr. Chai.
As it is now, it's like, well, there is a robot. He draws on his face, which is cute. That's about it. That's his impact.
Nice work setting up our escape plan at the show.
Oh, I merely flipped the switch. Your showdown with Mimosa was much more work.
You can say that again. We put on a good show.
A Project Armstrong festival for the ages.
You didn't happen to get a video of it, you know, for remembering the good times?
Of course not. I live in the moment.
Cinnamon, I gotta know. Did you realize Peppermint was related to Roxanne Vandelay?
Of course. Wasn't it obvious?
We're not all psych robots, dude.
Regardless, it was clearly a private matter she held close. It was not my business to tell.
That's very considerate of you.
Of course it is. Just as I do not tell everyone here your darkest secrets. They are very embarrassing indeed.
Ruh-roh. The left shark joke has me wondering, just has me thinking about like, oh right, God, how... It takes a very long time to make video games. Video games take just years and years these days. And so like you can reference JoJo's, that's safe because JoJo's has like a long-term cultural impact. Like will still be an ongoing thing by the time the game comes out. Left Shark though, God, that was at least pre-pandemic, which feels like an eternity ago already. I think it might have been years old by the time the pandemic started. Like it's like, oh God, at some point, like who remembers Left Shark?
Chai?
So, how does it feel to take down one of your old co-workers?
Mimosa. Honestly, I'm not dwelling on it.
Can see you two weren't the type to hang out after work.
Or be friendly, or even talk.
Yikes.
Yeah, Kale was the only one on her radar. But even that was second to her public image. Granted, if you wanted the world to know what you were up to, Mimosa was number one for that.
Well, now she's number done.
What is it with you and these jokes? They're honestly terrible.
You doing okay? You look more worried than usual.
For the first time in a while, I don't know what to do. But even worse than that, you seem to, which is a little frightening.
It's because you're too tactical. You think inside the box.
Oh, believe me, I've approached this from multiple angles.
Well, I'm so far outside the box, there's like no box. Just some sort of spherical thing.
Like a sphere?
No, it's even more abstract than that.
Okay, this conversation isn't instilling any confidence, so just let us know when you have your plan figured out.
His mind is a cosmic horror, whatever you can think of, it's unimaginable. I know I'm just harping on stuff a bit, but like, I think they should have gotten rid of those portraits in the bottom corner during these scenes. Like, during gameplay, having a little portrait in the corner to be like a visual for who's talking makes sense. But in scenes like this, they animated the characters to do different poses, and they even have like lip sync and stuff. Like that seems to have different types of mouth shapes for different sounds. Meanwhile, the portrait doesn't really emote, just kind of flaps its lips, and the flapping of the lips itself is actually not very good. Like they kind of sometimes awkwardly just open their mouth, and their mouth stays open for the entire line without any kind of opening and closing to the rhythm of the speaking. So it actually kind of looks bad by comparison, but it's a big, high detail portrait, and we're trained to have our eyes drawn to that. So I can see a lot of people, including myself, like looking away from the on-screen characters to look at the portrait. And I think part of that is like, interestingly, like if we talk about like how and bring up how like I have certain reflexive instincts brought on by playing other video games, and how this game kind of defies that. Like when you have to mash a button to open a chest, you're used to then being like, okay, I'm done. I did it finally. But then this one has a bonus QTE after that. You're like, oh shit, and then you miss that in your first try. And I don't know if anyone else has that problem, or if it's exclusively me, but I think it's relatively uncontroversial to say that like in video games that do have on-screen characters, but then also little portraits that are high detail, you're meant to look at the portraits pretty much every time those are in any video game, because the on-screen characters are almost always like it's like an old Fire Emblem game or something like that. Like it'll be like little pixel character models that are probably just like it's usually a 2D game, and they're like unanimated battle sprites just hanging out and they're not really there to emote, and they can't really carry the cutscene. So the game then has these portraits come up like a visual novel, and those portraits can better emote and carry the story you're trying to do. So I think pretty much every game I can think of that has portraits pop up for dialogue, you're meant to look at those in those moments and not whatever else is happening on the screen in order to convey the emotion of the scene. So the fact that this game does have portraits, and they are high detail and colorful, and they're animated enough to be distracting and make you want to look at them all the time, and we have that reflexive instinct to look at them based on every other game we've ever played, but then here at the base they're actually being played over fully animated cutscenes, I'm like, hang on a minute. Don't they want me to look at the character that's talking on the like in 3D, and the animations that they gave them and the reactions and emoting they're doing? So they have like facial expressions. So it's like, I think it took me like a fairly long bit into the playthrough to even notice that they were happening, because I was looking at the portraits that I'm just used to looking at in every game.
Hey, Peppermint.
I don't know. It's interesting.
I guess we can finally talk, if you want to, about you, Kale, your family.
The long stories may be for another day, but I think I took my mom's push for me to be someone better a bit too personally. I left home, wanted to do things my own way. But looking back, she probably only wanted the best for me.
You said she made your robotic leg.
I lost it in an accident when I was younger. She made it by hand. I tinkered with it a bit, but it's still pretty much how she designed it.
Sounds like Project Armstrong.
Technically it was. I know that after she realized what technology can do in this case, she started up a unit within Vandelay to develop prototypes. And Kale is just rewriting that history. It's unforgivable.
Well, he's got more than just you angry at him. We've got your back.
I appreciate that, Chai.
As if to call me out and make me feel more conflicted about what I just said, I was looking back and forth rapidly during that cutscene. One, we can't see Chai's face. There's no shot reverse shot, so we can't see his expression. So we can only go by the changing expressions in the portrait. But then we have her, and like she's going back and forth between like her face in the bottom corner has more specific expressions than they gave her model in this particular scene. But her model is doing physical acting, so like the poses and where she looks, whether she's looking away from Chai or whether she's making eye contact moment to moment, is all acting. But it's really hard to decide where you're supposed to be looking, because like the top right corner of the screen has the physical acting and the posing and the not facial expression so much this time, but like the lip sync, and looks better overall. But the bottom left one is still being used to convey emotions separately, and I'm just like, this is a weird system. I'm so confused by this system and why they went this way. Like, honestly, just animate the characters and do a shot or reverse shot thing like Mass Effect or any other game where the camera angles convey the two different characters' faces when it's their turn to talk, or have their portraits play and maybe even stay just zoomed out, and so that we just know like, oh yeah, the portraits are where you're looking, that's what the story is. This weird hybrid thing. They split their efforts between both of them and have cues in both of them for emotions. And I know that I'm going too hard on this because, among other things, this just isn't that involved with a story, and the cutscenes just kind of are not doing the heavy lifting to begin with, and the dialogue is kind of almost, it is mean, but it's almost like filler a little bit, like it's just there to like fill the spaces and hit the beats you expect it to do, and just kind of meet your expectations, but not necessarily like elevate the material. But it's so strange that they went the extra mile to add the emoting and animations, but then they split them so heavily between two different things that I genuinely can't tell moment to moment where they expect me to be looking, and I'm just, it's a strange system. I don't get what they were going for with it.
Ooh, I can't wait to see your face when you hear my plan.
I'm more worried than anything. If I had time, I'd curate a montage of your plans that have gone terribly.
terribly amazing.
No, just terribly. Granted, you find a way to get yourself out of them, so I can't complain too much.
That's because it's all going according to plan.
You specifically say you are improvising when you do stuff like that. That's the opposite of a plan.
The unplanned plan. That's the ultimate plan.
Skeletons in it. They're unpredictable.
What's going on, Chai?
Macaron, I can feel your tense.
How can I not be, Chai? Security's on lockdown. Everyone's looking for us. And I don't know what to do.
But I know what to do.
Well then, don't keep us waiting. I'm getting anxious.
You're always anxious. What do I need to do to calm you down?
Oh, sorry, Chai. It's a bad habit. If anyone can get us through this, it's you.
Aw, always can count on you for the vote of confidence. Seems like Roquefort and Zanzo had a rough relationship. Any inside info?
All I know are the arguments. R&D wants money to create, finance wants it done cheaper.
Ah! I will pretend I know how to manage money.
For creating things that are good. It's not a science. It cannot be calculated. Roxanne understood that. She knew things took time and made sure we had what we needed. But Roquefort was all about the contribution. I mean, I know that's how business works, but I thought we were more than that.
Seems like that won't change until he's gone. So let's stay focused.
Oh, honey, you thought a corporation would be not a corporation? So that increased rhythm gauge rate. Oh, I made a big mistake. I literally just have a card that makes my scores get higher. Oh, that's embarrassing. I thought it was the reverb gauge. Oh. Oh no. It's even right next to one that does affect reverb gauge, but that's only batteries. Oh, I thought I had my entire kit set up to make my reverb gauge increase 30% faster. Oh no. You can sometimes make a battery to get reverb gauge from pairing or a healing item. Healing wouldn't hurt, honestly. There's the pepper partner attack thing that I've not been using so much. There's the Corsica ones. Okay, so I don't think there are any abilities like the one that I thought I had. Trying to think of like which of these would even fundamentally change my playstyle. Because it seems to be like the point of chips. But batteries are outside of combat, so I don't care about batteries. Get healed more in general by healing items. Huh. I guess I've just been artificially getting an unusually high score from that. Womp womp. This is a linear. This has a jump of 20, then 30, then 40. So the first one's higher impact than the other additional upgrades. But this one's just 10, 20, 30. Become invincible for a short time by performing a just-timed directional parry. 9 beats of invincibility? Is a directional parry just pressing a direction and parry? Like pressing in the correct direction, like towards them, I assume? I don't know if I actually know how a directional parry works exactly. Anyway. I have brought shame upon my entire family. Oh, that's maximum reverb gauge. Doesn't get any bigger. Let's go for the one that gives me healing for doing... There's the inputs, okay. And then I can if I want... Can't afford that much more though. Only one more slot. Why not, I guess? Might as well just put something in there. Decrease recharge time, affect more enemies, or a bit more score. Let's just get my score back, I guess. I was gonna put a increased healing upgrade in there, but I cannot afford an increased healing upgrade, so that's not happening.
Everyone's starting to look at me like I know what I'm doing.
That's their funeral.
You and I were the star of the show back there.
Oh no, he's being corrupted. He's gonna be like Mimosa soon.
All right, here we go. A plan. I needed to come up with a plan. Breaking through all of security? Not on our schedule. I needed to get around it. Or in this case, over it.
With Bennett Foddy.
How about next time we shoot you out of a cannon right to where we need to go?
Peppermint knew it all along. Those fireworks from the festival had to get launched somehow. Turns out it was from on top of the QA center in production. But now it was time for us to use it. Shooting me into Vandalay Tower and right into Roquefort's office. The plan was airtight.
It was irresponsibly dangerous.
Statistically, the least likely to succeed.
It was supposed to be sarcastic.
He had so much heart. We just couldn't say no.
With the team in agreement, I snuck through production in the night.
Was not expecting a stage play.
What a wild battle! I wish you could have seen it.
I can't believe you survived that.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Let's never mention this again. But hey, I'm here now.
Anyway, Chai, I need you to sync 808 to the cannon.
Once I have access, I can recalculate the trajectory here.
That sounded suspiciously like cut content. And now I'm at the cannon. They just cut making a level that goes here, and they made a cutscene. Probably it seems like it's a vaporwave background.
We're in. Cinnamon, buddy, you calibrate the coordinates.
Chai, just got an email. They know you're there. Wow, they should really take me off the security alerts.
Cinnamon, how long for the cannon prep?
My apologies, Mr. Chai, but I need a moment.
Well, I have 6 bars now. They're hiding behind the other ones of reverb. Hi, everybody. Got him. I'm good at video games, even when I'm bad at them. Haha.
My preparations for the cannon have completed. Now to begin the careful adjustments.
Is that the fastest you can go?
Mr. Jai, precision is paramount. I made a helpful visual guide to let you know my progress. Oh, there it is. I hope you like my design. Stop the cannon!
Durability.
That would be worse than breaking my concentration.
Okay, so the ones with the cannons over them are the ones that are attacking my cannons. My cannon. So they will attack the durability, which is obviously bad for us. I missed that apparently. Ah. Falling apart.
The enemies are damaging the cannon. Cinnamon's
It's also done, so chill. Why can't I do it? Yeah, there it is.
Cinnamon, it's stuck at 99%. What's going on?
Ruh-roh.
How odd. My signal is cut off. Might something be interfering with it?
Hi, friend.
I think I found the interference.
Fantastic, Mr. Jai.
No, not fantastic.
You've got this, Jai. Wreck that thing, and Cinnamon's in the clear.
Did I do it? Ah. There's a huge delay. Video games. There we go. Get unstuck, please.
With only moderate suffering from Mr. Jai.
The cannon is angled right at Roque's office. Only the payload is required.
Just call me Payload.
Because I heal 10 health per second.
This is the greatest plan ever.
This is the dumbest plan ever.
Ooh, let's hope this works.
Gang? What's that?
Oh my, that was not in my calculations. Good news, he'll still hit the tower. Just not exactly where we planned.
Well, I'm in. I hope no one noticed.
You eat food, but also you have to compost? Who made you like this? What's hitting me? Yeah, really. I think why I struggle with this ability is that it's you fall into the rhythm of the game. Whoa. But when you use this ability, they tell you to mash, which really upsets your ability to follow the rhythm if you're just trying to mash as fast as possible, then have to reset back to playing at the rhythm again. So I think I'm transitioning between those two poorly. Ow. Motherfucker, this guy is so annoying. There we go. Healed up a fair bit. Eventually got it back together.
You gotta get out of here.
He's fine.
What?
Oh. He's getting Advent children.
No one messes with Vandalay cuisine.
Okay, fine, I'll kiss the cook. Yes. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Kill. There we go.
Hey, wait! Come on! Get in there and eat this cake for lunch!
Ah, I can't believe how often I mess it up. I think the circle just moves slow enough that I just absolutely cannot register it right. I don't know. It's like when you're playing DDR and the slow notes sneak up on you and screw with you more than the fast notes do, counterintuitively. Ah! Ow. Well, that was weird. Why'd it go slow? Wait. That was a weird visual.
Okay, that was rough. Even for me.
Sir Macaron passed out, but he's on his feet again.
Chai, you're doing it. The tower is unguarded. We're headed your way.
Chai, Roquefort's office is a couple floors above you. Get up there and kick his ass.
Rockford here. Shut this place down. Protect finance at all costs. I see the costs.